अपॉर्चुनिटी और बहुत ही अलग किस्म का एक्सपीरियंस था कि जिसमें हमने ऑनलाइन वुमेन विद डिसेबिलिटीज़ को ट्रेन किया थ्रू डिजिटल ब्रिजेस। और अब हमारे पास वुमेन विद डिसेबिलिटीज़ के कुछ नए लीडर्स हैं जो वाइडर डिसेबिलिटी मूवमेंट का हिस्सा बनेंगे।
According to the World Health Organization, there are nearly 30 million persons with disabilities in Pakistan, out of which 60% or 18 million are women and girls with disabilities. Women and girls with disabilities face double and sometimes triple discrimination due to the societal barriers, stigma and decision making.
टैप ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ मुंसलिक हूँ, उनकी मेंबर हूँ और उनकी काफ़ी सारी ट्रेनिंग्स और प्रोजेक्ट्स में मैंने हिस्सा लिया है। हमारा मेन मकसद वुमेन विद डिसेबिलिटीज़ को एम्पावर करना है और हमारे मुल्क में एक्सेसिबिलिटीज़ को लेकर आना ताकि वो तमाम हर्डल्स को क्रॉस करके वुमेन विद डिसेबिलिटीज़ अपनी ज़िंदगी को अच्छी तरह गुजार सकें।
Women with disabilities face additional and unique barriers to the political participation and leadership. They often experience stigma and discrimination exercising their political rights. There is also a lack of awareness among the public and decision makers on the rights of women with disabilities, and electoral processes and the facilities provided by state are often inaccessible. Pakistani women with disabilities experience a lack of encouragement by family and community members to participate and, above all, have limited access to civic information. To reduce these barriers in participation, Special Talent Exchange Program, a cross-disability organization working on the rights of persons with disabilities in Pakistan since 1997, implemented the Power to Persuade program to empower women with disabilities to advocate with policymakers, elected officials and other political power brokers for policy the reforms. Power to Persuade was implemented in partnership with the International Foundation for Electoral Systems and supported by Global Affairs Canada.
Empowering women with disabilities has been a challenging task because they are scattered all over the country with very limited access to the opportunities. They can work as the best advocates of their rights. They can bring their own voices from the grassroots level to the province level to the regional level, and they can talk about the overall development of the country.
The Power to Persuade program was also implemented with women with disabilities in other South Asian countries, including Nepal, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. First, a focus group discussion was organized with women facing diversified disabilities across Pakistan to identify the challenges they faced participating in political and decision-making processes. Initially, 5 master trainers were selected from each province in Pakistan. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, the Power to Persuade program was implemented online for the first time. The experienced master trainers with disabilities then went on to train 100 women with disabilities in their respective provinces.
For the first time in Pakistan, we organized an online training for women and girls with disabilities. It was quite challenging for us to transform the training methodology from in-person to online and digital platforms, but after some rigorous efforts and by providing reasonable accommodation to the participants like captioning, sign language interpretation, and personal assistance in the homes, we were able to ensure their effective participation during the training. Through this P2P pilot initiative, we were able to train 100 women and girls with disabilities across Pakistan, and it has also helped us in bringing innovation in our own programs, and will also help us in our future endeavors too.
During the training, participants developed advocacy plans to implement related to different policy areas. Advocacy plans were designed by participants according to the priority areas they identified mattered most to them.
We have been working with IFES and Election Commission of Pakistan to make political and electoral process inclusive so that people with disabilities can have their voices at the decision-making level. Once they will have a seat on the table, then policies will be inclusive. We train them to influence the policy level changes, policy makers. And now they are trained and they identified their own priority policy areas, they implemented their advocacy plans, and now they will be becoming a part of a wider disability movement.
Now, these women with disabilities will share their experiences implementing advocacy plans at national level meetings and platforms in collaboration with the National Forum of Women with Disabilities.
पहले हमें अपने राइट्स का नहीं पता था, डिसेबिलिटी राइट्स का नहीं पता था हमें इससे पहले। इसमें बाकायदा तौर पे ये सिखाया गया, ट्रेन किया गया कि आपने अपने राइट्स के लिए एडवोकेसी कैसे करनी है, किस तरह से आपने मीडिया को, गवर्नमेंट को और जो सिविल सोसाइटी है उसको साथ लेके चलना है और इफेक्टिव एडवोकेसी कैसे करनी है, और उसके बाद बहुत बेटरमेंट आई है।
By sharing their advocacy experiences, Power to Persuade alumni can help contribute to the planning and implementation of the Rights-Based Legislation Act at the national level.